Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Fitnesspreneur's Life. This is your host, Vito La Fata, coming at you. And you better strap in and get ready because I have called Down Under to get you content for this month. And in particular, because we're going to be talking Facebook groups, live, VIP, lead generation, getting paid in them. It's going to be a freaking hot topic because Facebook groups are an amazing way to grow your audience and get paid as well. So from Down Under, I have got Jonah, who is an international fitness presenter here. He is the host of the Bootcamp Blueprint, director of the freaking Fitness Education Online. Dude, what do you not do? But my favorite thing that I saw of yours, is you're a Game of Thrones fan. Now we're talking. If we want to skip over any bootcamp crap and just talk over Game of Thrones, I will. Out of the gate, who's your favorite character?
Ooh, that's a tough one, but I'm going to have to go with Queen Cersei Lannister.
Interesting. An interesting debate. My favorite is Tyrion Lannister. I think those are the two most intriguing characters on the whole show. They have the most depth to them and the most diversity of what they're about and complexity. So I like that. Cersei, not many people would say that's their favorite. So obviously, ladies and gentlemen listening to this, Jono is a little effed up, but he's here to teach us some good stuff. Jono, how are you today, brother?
I am great, Vito. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be on your show, and thank you very much for that very kind introduction that I actually wrote myself.
Awesome, dude. That's your freaking list of accomplishments and what you got out there. Always be proud of those is what I'm going to say, because that was a phenomenal thing of what you're doing out there. I've been checking out your stuff. Funny thing is the way we met is at IDEA, and I kind of remember you at different times in the audience. And then just this past IDEA, when you came up after the panel, is when we had a chance to connect. And here we are today. I was on your podcast. You're on mine. I love the reciprocity sometimes of our industry and how we go back and forth. Do me a favor. People might be new in our audience, especially here in the U.S. Tell us a little bit about your story, how you got to where you're at today so that we can kind of connect with that and relate to your journey.
Yeah, for sure. I'll give you the summarized version, Vito. So when I started off in the industry, I started working in a gym, and it was okay, but I really liked the boot camp idea. So I went into a boot camp franchise, started working in a boot camp franchise, and it was going really well. Actually, let's go before that. It actually sucked. I was actually going really bad. There was this boot camp franchise, Vito. There were 75 locations across Australia and New Zealand, and you were ranked based on your retention. Take a guess. What do you think I was ranked out of 75?
74.
74. I wish. I was 75, Vito. 75 locations across Australia and New Zealand. I was ranked 75, right? So I wasn't too good. I was better at keeping the stats at how bad I was than actually running this boot camp. That says something. And I knew 74. I knew the trainer that was running 74th, coming 74th, and he wasn't great. So that said something. But I really liked it. And I was like, you know what? I want to make a hit of this. And I got two choices. I can either just give up, or I can give it a crack and, master this boot camp game. So I gave the next 12 months of my life to just saying, hey, I want to be the best boot camp instructor in this whole franchise. I'm going to do everything I can possibly going to do. I'm going to do all the courses. I'm going to read all the books. I'm going to watch all the YouTube videos. I'm going to hire mentors. I'm going to do everything possible. And then I went back in 12 months' time to this same conference. Take a guess what I was ranked 12 months later, Vito. Number one. You got it. You got that one right. So, so that was really good. But then from there, I wanted to go further. And I was like, hey, if I can do this in 12 months, anything's possible. I don't just want to run the best boot camp in the franchise. I want to run the best boot camp in the world. So I then dedicated my life to running the best boot camp in the world, and I was quite successful at it. Then other trainers started asking me, hey, Jono, your boot camp's going really well. What are you doing? Can you teach us what you're doing so we can implement it? So then I put together an online course, how to grow your boot camp, and that went really successful. And then from there, I got really good at social media because I had to, promote this course online and, get leads online and market it online. So then from there, people are like, Jono, your social media is really good. Can you teach us how to use social media so that we can get out there more? So I put together another course, social media essentials for personal trainers. And then that got really popular. And that's where I am now. So they're my two specialties here at Fitness Education Online. I can help trainers grow their boot camp, and I can help them utilize social media.
Okay, check this out. I'm always trying to share with our audiences, like in story and often in the life journey, there's so much more to pick up on as far as the clues of success. You just got to pick up on them. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clues of success that you just shared. Check this out. So you were at the bottom, but you made a decision, I won't stay here. So all success comes from the decision to simply not stay where you're at. Then you made a decision to be the best. So not a qualifier of just get better, I want to be the best. So if you're listening to this, those are 2 things right there. Choose not to stay where you at, set the bar high. Then you invested in self and new skill sets. You started books and business and marketing and things like that. Major clue as far as in this industry to be like, hey, it's not so much the training and the programming anymore. It's if you want to get to the best, it's about the business and the marketing. You then made a decision, anything is possible. You hired mentors and said, I'm going to cut my learning curve down. Instead of walking the long, hard, ugly road, you're like, I'm going to go freaking have mentors help me around. Then you turned around and got good at something and taught others what you got good at and built a whole nother side business doing that. I always laugh at that because that was the exact path I took. I just got good at group training marketing, turned around and made my GTM2 system, created a niche and sold it in there. And then you chose the new skill sets, social media that were obviously becoming relevant to what you needed for the future instead of the ostrich, which the head, is that an actual saying in Australia, the ostrich with the head buried in the sand?
It's not, but we see it on American TV. So I understand.
Let's just go with American euphemisms then. And then you said, I can learn anything and make it monetizable. Right there, I feel even if we were done, our internet connection crashed, things went off the thing. I'm like, Jono just dropped the bombs of success right there just with your story, man. That's phenomenal, dude. I like hearing that kind of stuff.
Thank you. I like sharing it. And my whole goal from this podcast is just to give your listeners as much valuable as possible and just be present. So anything I can do to help, I'm excited to do.
Mm-hmm. So I started watching some of your stuff, and I love that you were on Ryan Lee's Freedom podcast, and you were talking a lot about Facebook groups and how you're kind of crushing them in our industry with some things that are going on with there. And with the fact that I deal with a lot of Beachbody coaches, I deal with a lot of fitness people that are trying to get online. And oftentimes before they're ready to grow lists and stuff like that, because they're like, I don't know email and opt-ins and stuff yet. Groups are an easy way to start growing a list before they're necessarily into email automation and all that. Great way to grow an audience, even before you got products sometimes out there, especially when you're shifting into the online world. So you're killing it with that. So let's talk about this journey about how you figured out Facebook groups so that we can help people listen. And in particular, you're doing like lead gen group, and then you got the paid group. And everyone asks, I don't know what to do that's different between the two and whatnot and what's happening there. So walk us through your roadmap about how you're utilizing these, how this whole came about, and I'll pick questions through as you start walking us through it.
Yeah, awesome. All right, cool. Well, let's start back in the boot camp days. So back when I was ranked 75, all right? I thought it was all about the boot camp. I was like, all right, well, hey, if I can become a better boot camp instructor, my retention will go higher. And to an extent, that's true. But at the time, the head of the franchise was a big social media influencer. And she was like, guys, these Facebook groups are so important. You've got to have all your clients. So this is a hybrid sort of model, right? So this is where you're running a face-to-face side of things, but all your paying clients are also in a Facebook group. So this is that model there. That's what we're running with. And I sort of neglected the Facebook group. I'm like, a Facebook group? What's that got to do with running a business, right? It's all about how good you are as a trainer and a boot camp instructor. And anyway, I was coming 75th and I thought, well, you know what? Maybe this person who's got 75 locations across Australia and New Zealand knows a bit more about me. So I might, a bit more than, sales and marketing and boot camp than me. So I might listen to what they've got to say. So I thought, all right, I'm going to put a bit of work into this Facebook group, and I put a bit of work into it, and we'll share some of those strategies as we go on. But to summarize, the more work I put into that Facebook group, the better my retention got. And this is specifically in a boot camp side of things, but also in anything, because in boot camp, you're with clients for 1 hour a day, if that, right? How close can you possibly get with someone in 1 hour a day, especially in boot camp if you're running big groups? If you've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people down there, there's no possible way those people can become very close in 1 hour a day when they're exercising as well. However, if you can combine that with a Facebook group and get people, posting on that Facebook group and adding each other as friends on Facebook group, they become friends. And the closer your group are as friends, the more likely they are to keep training with you. So that's one side of it there. Just a purely nothing else. If you can get, because these days, Vito, you're not friends with someone until you're Facebook friends with someone. All right. And a lot of the time, even beforehand, a lot of the time you'll add someone to Facebook before you really know them, but you've seen them around boot camp. They seem pretty cool. You'll add them to Facebook. And then the next time you see them at training, they can start chatting. Yep. So that's the key to it. But also out of this Facebook group, I was able to use it for accountability. So I was able to put up little things like at the start of every week, hey, comment what sessions you're coming to. And then if someone didn't go to the sessions, I can tag them, hey, where were you? Or if they did come, I can encourage them and like it and good work. And that just shows the support and the accountability, which is just, I can do it in about 5 minutes on Facebook group. Also, I was able to set up little challenges, little no sugar challenges, walking challenges, recipe challenges, all little things like that actually help get clients better results. Because as we all know, how much results can you get in 1 hour a day of boot camp? And you're probably not going every day anyway. The other 23 hours are a lot more important. So I was able to use Facebook groups to do all this, and that was all for free, right? So that's my first tip there. If it's that model there, so if you're already running something, I recommend creating a closed community, a closed VIP Facebook group just for those people paying.
Paying members, create the VIP group, put the velvet rope around them, put the herd in a place where you get to control the conversation and control that. So mostly it was community connection and accountability is where you started out with. Then you use challenges in particular to probably also, besides help ramp up their results, you also probably did that for some engagement.
Here's the thing. So the best part of any Facebook group is the engagement. Like you can have your own Facebook group and you can have people in there, but if it's just you posting other people's motivational memes, there's not that much value in there. Okay.
Dude, do you know what the worst thing I see? I like at least motivational memes. Maybe you can get things. The worst thing that I see that a lot of trainers, studio owners, people trying to build their online brand, they'll take a blog article and just post it. No spin on it. No perspective on it. It's cool to share the content, but at least have your opinion on it. Share your perspective on it, not just be like, article. And you're just like, dude, tell us something. Where's your thought? Where's your process on it? So that's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make with that. But it's also just I think the people are worried about nobody's going to engage. It's dead in the group. It's crickets in the group. I'm sure you've heard that like a bazillion times.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I like these challenges, because it's actually forcing engagement. So, you can put something on there and say, hey, what do you think of this? Comment below. And that stuff's all right too. But let's take the no sugar challenge as an example. All right. The no sugar challenge is simply on the Sunday, you'd make a post. Hey guys, as a bit of fun and a bit of accountability, we're going to do the no sugar challenge this week. Every day this week under this post, I want you to write what day it is or write your name first and then comment under that what day it is and the amount of grams of sugar you had. All right. These people, they almost don't have a choice but to engage there because it's part of the challenge. And then because of that, everyone else also sees their post. Oh, Jono, you got 20 grams of sugar this week. Well done. What did you do? Oh, Jono, you went down from 20 to 10 in 1 day. How did you do that? That's awesome. So it forces interaction without it being a cheesy way, without it being, comment yes if you like this, which that stuff's not bad, don't get me wrong, but this is just a more authentic way to do it. And as we all know with the Facebook, more action, exactly. And as we know with Facebook, it just gets the ball rolling. More people are then going to see it and then it comes up in their feed and, oh, you know what, I better do this challenge too. So the challenge is, that's my number one tip. If anyone's got a Facebook group, and they're like, oh, I'm posting something and, no one's interacting with it, my first tip is to put together one of these challenges.
Okay, I like it. So where do you go from there?
Okay, so from there, the Facebook group got really, really popular. And a few of my clients were like, hey, Jono, like, they weren't even coming to boot camp. They were like, Jono, I can't make it to boot camp that much, but I want to keep training with you because I love this Facebook group. I love the encouragement everyone's got. I love the stuff you post. I love some of the excursions you do outside of it. I like these challenges. Can I stay in there and just keep paying? And I was like, yes, awesome. That's a good sign of things.
Wow,
but
who knew that
there
this was
were
going to become a paid membership?
Yeah. And then even from there, though, here's the thing. Not everyone, but that was a lot of people. But a lot of other people were also like, hey, Jono, I can't keep training. I'm, moving into state, but can you keep me in this Facebook group? And I was sort of like, ooh, not really, because that takes away the value. But I felt bad, especially at that stage. I'm like, oh, man, I feel like, I'm not friending him on Facebook, so I feel like a bit of an asshole. So what I thought is, all right, how can I soften the blow of kicking these people out of the group because they're not paying with me, but without me looking like a bad guy? So I put together a separate group, and I just called it, I can't remember what it was, Jono's Online Community Fitness Group or Cogra Community Fitness or something like that. And it was basically a place I would put my ex-clients. So if you trained with me, but you weren't continuing for whatever reason, I put you in a separate group, a community Facebook group. And at the time, I just did it because I didn't want to offend these people. So I was like, all right, hey, look, I can't actually keep you in this group because it's for paying members. But look, I've got this other group and it's awesome. And, we all keep in contact in there. So I'll add you in that group there. And that was just my fallback, I didn't even really do a lot in that group. I'd share every now and then. But what I realized is about 6 months down the track, when I was promoting for my next boot camp, I was like, you know what? I've got this group with all my ex-clients here. I might make a post in there. And I made a post in there promoting the boot camp. And I got a couple sign-ups straight off the bat. And I was like, hold on. I should be nurturing this group even more because, all I had to do was post. And I got a few clients from there. Imagine if I actually nurtured it a lot more. So I started doing that, but then I went a little bit further. I was like, hold on, this group is now getting a bit of interaction itself. I'm getting sales from this group. All these leads that I'm getting. So previously, we all know what it's like, right? You get a lead, you call that lead up. They're like, Jono, your program sounds awesome. Let me think about it. Your program sounds awesome. I'm going to do it next month, or I'm going to do it this, I'm going to do it that. And, you can use some sales skills to that sort of stuff. But a lot of the time, people just aren't going to sign up, right? And I used to just leave it. Okay, cool. Look, let me know if you need anything. Hey, I send out a newsletter every month. You'll get that newsletter, right? Something like that. And that was okay. But I thought, hold on, why don't I add these people to my community Facebook group? So whenever I had someone like that, I was like, yep, that's cool. Hey, here's a suggestion. I've actually got a community Facebook group. I post regular tips and ideas in there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add you to that group there. And that's the best way to contact me anyway. So, I'll add you in there. So from there, this group went from being just a purely ex-clients group to just a community group. And then I would add any lead that didn't sign up to my program. I would add them to that group there. And then also just people I met out. Because these days I'm a bit more confident and I'll just add anyone to Facebook. I don't care. But in those days I was a little bit shy, and it was a lead-in. Say I met someone at a party or a friend of a friend, and they were like, "Oh, Jono, you're a trainer. You're on a boot camp. Do you have a business card or something?" And I've never been a business card person, right? I think when I first started, I bought
still use them?
1,000. Yeah, well, I bought about 1,000 business cards when I started 10 years ago. I've still got half of them in my room. So, but I found the Facebook group is a good strategy there. So if I meet anyone, hey, look, the best way to keep in touch, I've actually got a community Facebook group. I post regular tips and ideas in there. Join that group and then, you can hit me up from there. So that got the ball rolling in that group there. And, that's how I learned the community strategy, where I'm like, hold on, there's two groups here. There's the VIP group, which is more about getting my clients really close. But then there's a community group, which is more about getting me out there and more about nurturing a list. And then when I got into email marketing, it actually worked really well because you would combine the email side of things with the Facebook group side of things, because I'm a huge fan of email marketing as well. My email marketing is more written. My Facebook group is more video. I find if you combine those together, they work really well. A few different ways. Someone might unsubscribe from your email list, but hey, they stay in your Facebook group. Also, I find people less likely to unsubscribe from my email list if they're in my Facebook group, because they're like, oh yeah, I know that guy, he posts a live video, seems like a nice guy. Hey, I won't unsubscribe.
So they don't really
I'll
know
keep
you.
his emails. Well, yeah. Perfect. I've got they know my social media side to me, so I hide my real side there.
I wish I was kidding. Not kidding. I love it. So keep on going. That was freaking. So like now you combined email in the Facebook group. You're doing written in email. You're doing more video in Facebook, which is I think smart. And that's actually something I need to do a much, much better job of myself. Now, what made you start to figure out what kind of content the group valued or was important to the group? How did you start to formulate a strategy for your content delivery in the group, as far as even what was relevant to the community as compared to what was relevant to the VIP?
Perfect. Now that's always a tough question. I'll start with going back in those days, and then I'll go into what I've figured out more now.
Nice.
So a lot of the content can be almost exactly the same. It doesn't really matter. Okay. But the difference in philosophies is that the VIP has to be more about the community and building those people's relationships there. So the VIP is not so much about myself. Okay. Because they get me anyway. If you're running a boot camp, they see you face to face anyway. They've got you on your personal Facebook profile. It's less about you and what you can do. It's more about getting them really close. So that's the whole strategy there. The community is more about promoting yourself and basically marketing, getting them to want to do your boot camp or whatever your program is. So let's even use one strategy. Let's use that challenge strategy. All right. You can use that no sugar challenge both in your VIP group and also in your community group, but with very different philosophies behind it. The reason you're doing it in your VIP group is to get those people to getting to know each other and support each other, and also a bit of accountability and just an extra reason why they're paying you. Hey, I'm not only paying Jono for this boot camp, but he's also doing this extra stuff online, which is getting me better results. You can do that exact same thing in your community group, but it's less about that. They'll still get those benefits, but it's more about those people then getting to know you. Oh, this guy's a nice guy. I'm not even paying him, and he's, giving me all this value, and I like these videos he's posting, talking it and giving me support. I really like this guy. If I'm ever going to do a boot camp, I'm going to see him there. So a lot of the content can be the same. It just depends how you spin it. But from there, I've learned even a little bit more. I sort of just got lucky in those days in that what I was posting works, but I think that's the biggest clue as well. Like, there's no right or wrong to post. It's just what goes well with your audience. So let's skim forward a little bit now. So now I'm out of the boot camp game and I'm 100% online. I still use that same strategy. So I've got 2 Facebook groups. I've got a community Facebook group, which is any trainer anywhere in the world can join that group. And then I've got a VIP Facebook group, which is for my subscription membership. Okay, so the subscription membership is a $30 a month, cancel anytime sort of thing. There's no face-to-face to that. That's 100% online. That's the paying customers. And then there's the community one there. All right, but on top of that, I also just use my personal Facebook profile just to post live videos and that sort of thing there. All right, and I just want to highlight this example here. The videos I post on my personal profile are different to the ones in this closed group. All right. The ones I post in the closed community Facebook group are usually workouts because that's what my audience wants. They're mainly bootcamp instructors. I post a couple bootcamp workouts a day. Hey guys, here's a bootcamp workout that I love doing. Hey guys, here's a boxing workout that I like doing. And I know they pop. If I post any boxing workout in that group, I'm going to get 100, 200 likes. All right. If I post a bootcamp workout, I'm going to get at least 100 likes. My personal Facebook profile is a little bit different. That's where I post more, motivational advice, personal development, that sort of thing there. And that really pops on my personal Facebook profile. But the only way I know this is because I've tested both ways. I've gone on that community Facebook group and I've done one of those motivational live videos, and it just doesn't get as much traction as the workouts do. I've gone on my personal profile and given the bootcamp workouts, just doesn't get as much traction. So there's no right or wrong in terms of what to post. It's just finding what works with your group. And the only way you find that is by trying over and over and over and over and over again, and then seeing what pops. Yeah. So that's that's my take there.
Yep. So that's a key lesson for anyone listening there. It's just like test more often, faster, and without worry of I got 0 likes, I got 0 engagement. Oh well, keep going because you're committed to the mission, the vision, the audience, and you're always just trying to get better. And in that testing process, you're going to start discovering what does work and then gain your traction. So I love that, man. That was a good takeaway right there.
Thank you. Well, that's one of my favorite sayings in life is I never lose. I either win or I learn. So if I post something on Facebook and it gets 0 likes, I'm actually happy. Awesome. Okay. That didn't work. Why didn't it work? Mm-hmm. Let me try it next week in this way here. Maybe if I did it in a text, if I wrote a text thing, maybe if I do it in a live video, it might get more traction. Will it work? Okay. That worked a little bit better. All right. What about if I change the topic in my live video to this here? Okay, that worked a little bit better. Okay, that live video was 5 minutes. What if I get it down to 2 minutes? Is that going to work better? Okay, what little call to actions can I use? And you just keep refining until you find what works. But the key is just to do something. All right, and another one of my favorite sayings as well, right? There's 3 ways to learn. I'm not sure if you've heard this, Vito. I think there's 3 ways to learn. The easy way, the hard way, and the tragic way. All right? Mm-hmm. The easy way to learn is to hire a mentor. Find someone who's done it before and just listen to what they do. That's the easiest way you can do it. All right? The hard way to learn is to go out and do it on your own. All right? Now, it's harder because it's going to take longer. It might hurt a little bit, but you're still going to learn. All right? The third way to learn is the tragic way, and that's to do nothing. And you will never find me doing that there. You know, I'll either do it the easy way or the hard way, but I'm never going to do it the tragic way. So that's also my advice listening there. Just do something. You're going to do something and learn from it.
Well, I like that. Like, first off, that was great. I'd actually never heard it that way. I like that. Soon that will become what I say.
Yeah.
But you're always sitting back and you're also evaluating and analyzing. You're not just taking it like I sucked, the post sucked. That's just an assumption as compared to, all right, I came in at 5 minutes when I did it. What if I get it down to 3 minutes? And what if I flip the topic? Then what if I move this over here? That's analysis and then changing until you find the right formula. That's the real work. That's the work of mastery. That's what I call the work of mastery as compared to just like even just doing something for the sake of doing it and then not revisiting or retweaking or formulating. So that's awesome, dude. That's why you got the business the way you do. That's why you've now been able to start creating the lifestyle and the impact that you want for that. So let's talk about what are some other top strategies inside of Facebook groups. So we got some engagement strategies by running challenges and things like that. The difference between the community and the paid group. What ways are you finding that you can take people from the community group over to the paid group? Anything that's working real well there, whether it's a calls to action, referral contest, trials, what?
Yep, 100%. So let's start from the top. So let's assume we've got people in your Facebook group. We can talk strategies for that as well, how to get people in that community Facebook group. But let's hit that so that let's kind of like exactly like I said, let's start from the top. Let's get people in the group. When they're in the group, let's funnel them into calls to action or monetization, if you will. Awesome. Yeah, easy. So the easiest way to get people into that group is just to ask them. Okay, and a few things. A, you want to meet more people because I think there's an element to success, the element of luck to success based on who you know or how many people you know. I learned this in the bootcamp game, right? If I know 100 people in my local area and my competitor only knows 10 people in my local area, I'm probably going to have more people down to my bootcamp. But there's 2 things you can do. You can sit there and be like, well, Jono knows more people. Of course he's successful. Or you can go out and meet more people. All right. So that's my takeaway there is go out and meet more people, do as much, and let's even start face to face. Go out and do as much networking as you can. But my advice, don't go with a business card, go armed with your phone. So if you meet someone out, oh, Johnny, what do you do? I'm a personal trainer. Oh, cool, you got a business card. Oof, look, sorry, I'm out of business cards, even though I've got 500 at home that I never use. But hey, look, I've got this Facebook group. I post regular health and fitness tips in there. Let me add you to that Facebook group. So that's my advice there. Any single person you meet out, add them to that Facebook group there. Also, in terms of marketing. So this is what I get most people in my Facebook group now is when you go out and you do your marketing, if someone's not interested, you want to add them to that Facebook group. Okay, tell them over the phone, hey, look, I'll send you a link and just join that Facebook group. It's awesome, blah, 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 blah. Also with your email marketing as well. So at the bottom of my, or every single email I send, hey, I've got a community Facebook group with over 9,000 trainers. We all share tips and ideas. Click here to join. By the way, you also get a free copy of my bootcamp fitness games when you join. All right. So that's another little icing on the cake there. There's also a free giveaway that encourages people to join there. All right.
Okay, that was a quick, that's a quick point right there. Don't gloss over that. When you're inviting them to the Facebook group, it's one thing to be like, join this cool group with free tips and advice or whatnot, or adding the cherry on top of saying you're also going to get this free gift. So there's another value add. Beautiful thing about that. It's also a nice authority play, different things like that. And if you're using any sort of an opt-in strategy, you can also go to the email list and vice versa. So get a free gift that you're giving away for when people get into your group. Love it.
Exactly. So that's it there. And that will grow as long as you do those things consistently. If every single person you meet, you add them to that Facebook group, every single phone call you have, you add them to that Facebook group, every single email you send, it's, I got the link down the bottom. You mentioned the free gift. All that's about consistency. You can speed up the play as well with a bring a friend competition. And this is no different to, how you do a bring a friend week at the gym or something. So let's use my community Facebook group as an example. I can make a post in there. Hey guys, I'm going to do a bring a friend comp. What's going to happen is you can invite all your friends that are trainers to this group. For every friend that you invite into this group, your name is going to go into the hat. At the end of the week, I'm going to pull a name out of the hat. And if that friend was yours, that means that you get a free copy of one of my online courses. Okay. But you can do that exact same thing in a face-to-face side of things as well. You can say, hey, look, guys, I'm doing a bring a friend comp in this community Facebook group. Advise as many friends as you want. The only key giveaway is they need to live or work in the local area. Your name goes in the hat. At the end of the week, you get a free week of training or a free online, whatever it may be. All right. And you can do that once every 3 months. So that's the strategy. They're the strategies on how to get people in. And it's just keep on doing it. I also use the Instagram strategy as well. So if you're listening to this on Instagram and you use Instagram, that's another easy way to get people into your community Facebook group. You can use it in your bio. You can get one link on your Instagram there, and it can be like, hey, click here to join my community Facebook group, or you can use it with a free giveaway. Hey, click here to get my free Facebook, my free fitness games, whatever. Click the link below. But you can also use that to go a little bit deeper. So what I've got set up now, and a few different ways you can do it on Instagram. You can either set up automated messages on Instagram. So as soon as someone follows you, you can set it up so they get an automated message which says, hey, Vito, thanks for the follow. Just letting you know, I've got a community Facebook group with over 9,000 trainers. We all share tips and ideas. Would you like to join that group? So it's just a way to get people from Instagram onto Facebook, because the thing with Instagram, really good, but some people are known to do the whole follow unfollow strategy, right? This is just a way to protect that, because they might follow you. Cool. They get that automated message. All of a sudden, they're going to be more engaged. That gets them into the Facebook group there, and then they're in your Facebook group. And a few advantages to that. You can go the whole email route, but that can start to look a little bit spammy. If you send someone a message, hey, would you like a free copy of this? Beautiful, what's your email? Or beautiful, go to this bit.ly link here. It can start to look a little bit, this guy just wants my email to spam me. But if you say, hey, join this community Facebook group, they're more likely to join there. Okay, and then that's it. It's so easy to scale on Instagram, right? You're in your local area, search the hashtag from that local area, check who's checked in at that local area, spend 5-10 minutes a day following those people there. Percentage of them are going to follow you back. They get the automated message. They're in the Facebook group. All right.
Nice.
But anyways, it's up to your creativity, right? There's just so many different ways you can get people
Yeah.
in there, but it's just about finding a way to get people in there and just keeping it constant. All right. From there, let's move into how to get them from a community into a subscriber.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So we'll start with tactics and then we'll move into strategy. All right. So tactic wise, the first post that I have pinned up the top to my community Facebook group is the free giveaway. In my fitness education online group, it's, hey, new members, thanks for joining this group. Super excited to help you out. Let me know if you need anything. By the way, as members of this group, you get a free copy of my Fitness Games Bootcamp. I'll put the link in the comments. Just click there and you get the free game sent to you. All right. So few things going on there. A, there's the free giveaway. B, there's the opt-in. So this is why I also want people in that community Facebook group. A, I feel it's better than email marketing for nurturing, but I feel email marketing is better for the sales side of things. I want to get them on both, right? I want to get them on my Facebook group and on my email marketing. But either way, this is a way where I know if I get someone into my community Facebook group, I'm going to get their email anyway. So I'm less stressed about getting their email then and there and less stressed about getting the opt-in then and there, because that can be a little bit harder, because I know I can get anyone in my Facebook group and then that first post up there, I'm going to get their email anyway. Okay. So that's strategy number one. But also on top of that, I get my VA to tag any new member in there, because now my Facebook group is pretty busy. I'm getting, 100 people in there a week or something. I can't know that they're all going to see it, and I don't have the time to tag them all. So I get my VA just to tag every new member in there, because here's the thing. You make a post on Facebook and maybe people are going to see it in their feed. Yeah. Maybe they're not. You get a notification. Maybe you're going to check it. Maybe you're not. Someone tags you in a photo. I'm going straight over there and checking that. I got to make sure that this isn't a naked photo of me, or this isn't, something that I need to quickly untag myself. So I'm going to go over there and check it.
1 second, bud. Just don't want to gloss over the fact that you're like, I got to make sure it's not a naked photo of me, meaning they exist about you.
Yeah.
Meaning that they're out there. But now I see your hobbies and passions on the side, Jono. Interesting.
Well, not myself, but I understand. A lot of trainers out there, they're known to have good bodies.
Don't try to cover things up. That was a total slip.
You got me. So yeah, that's my first strategy there, because sorry, go.
Question though, real quick. So when your VA goes and tags people, they're tagging them in the pin post?
Yes, correct.
Hey, you want to make sure you saw this, welcome to the group, this, that. Have you ever thought about, this is something that we just started trying to do, where when a new member comes in, we actually make an actual welcome post with the graphic, hey, welcome to the personal brand members. Sally is a new member. So it's even more personalized and authentic to them. We've been doing it more in our paid members group than our community group, but we're thinking if that's going to work or whatnot. So just another thought process to do that, if that's feasible or not. Just something to test.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Good option there. Now I want to go further with this opt-in still. Mm-hmm. So that's great. You get their email, and that's good because now you can email market to them, and that's your best chance of getting these people to become a paid member, because Facebook groups is not necessarily the best platform to sell on. Okay, if I go on that Facebook group and I'm just selling something every day, people are going to become less engaged. It's more about using that community Facebook group to stack up the value, get people to know me, like me, trust me, more likely to open my emails and more likely to buy my emails because they've actually seen my stuff on the community Facebook group there. But I even want to go further on the actual email chain I send out as soon as they join. They get a special straight away. Okay. Now this works best for an online model. So let's say you join my Facebook group. Beautiful. Here's your free fitness games. Enjoy them. Let me know what you think. By the way, I've also got a VIP membership. It's $30 a month, cancel anytime. But if you register today, you can use this code here and get your first month for $1. All All right. And then that's the chain as well. The next day, hey, look, Jono here, just wanted to check in. Did you get the fitness games? What did you think of them? Hey, by the way, just wanted to make sure, did you see this? All right. This is an old Ryan Dice digital marketer strategy. I know you're a Ryan Dice man. Yeah, exactly. I can't remember what he calls it, but I bought his machine program a few years ago. And this was one of the chains that he recommended using it. This has got to be 5-10 years ago. I still use that exact same chain today. And that's probably my best way to get people to become subscribers. It's basically just, a free giveaway, follow it up with 3 or 4 emails with a discount if they sign up then and there. So it's basically, they get their games, the next day they get an email, next day get an email, next day get an email as a last chance sort of thing. Hey, just letting you know this special's ending today. If you want to check this thing out for $1, you got to do it today or it's gone. All right. So that there is just the easiest strategy and the best way I get people to go from the community to the VIP without any work. All right. So if you're listening to this and you're running a purely online subscription and you've got your community Facebook group, that there is the best strategy to get them in there. Just they join, tag them in that opt-in. They get 3 or 4 emails straight away, getting them across to be a subscriber. Okay. So that's one way to do it. However, I've also recently discovered in the last few months, Facebook bots. All right. So I'm a big fan of social media. I go to Social Media World and Traffic and Conversions all the time. And their biggest thing this year was all about Facebook bots. And I always had a bit of a struggle. I was always fiddling with them, but it just didn't work like email, right? You do email marketing. You can send an email a day. You can get a lot of, text in there. That just doesn't work with Facebook message, right? No one just wants to get a huge Facebook message with all that text in there. And I'm still fiddling on how to make it work most effectively. But one way I've mastered is that exact same strategy, but on a Facebook bot. So what happens is a week later, so you've been tagged in the fitness games. That's cool. A week later, I tag you in a different post. So with my Facebook bot, I send out a weekly workout. So every Friday at 12 p.m., if you're subscribed to my Facebook bot, you get a Facebook message. Hey guys, here's this week's workout. It's the 100 Club. Click here to watch the 100 Club. They click there, they watch the workout video. There's a bit of a sale on the side as well. All right. And that's a very popular one as well, because that's what my audience wants in that situation. They want those bootcamp workout ideas. All right. So a week later, I tag them in that post there, and now they go through the bot. So what happens is they, if you're not too sure what the bot is, it's basically just automated messages on a Facebook Messenger. So let's say Vito's like, oh, cool, I want to go this. Vito clicks the button there. He clicks get started. He gets a message saying, hey, Vito, Jono here, just confirming you want to receive our weekly boot camp workouts. Vito clicks yes. Beautiful. Vito, you're now set up. You'll get your first one on Friday. Hey, just wanted to check in. How are you enjoying the community Facebook group? And the options are love it or don't like it. Vito chooses love it. All right. He then gets an automated message from there. Awesome. Hey, Vito, were you in the community Facebook? Are you in the VIP Facebook group, or are you just in the community Facebook group? Vito's going to hit just in the community Facebook group. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, are you aware of our VIP program? It's pretty cool. We've got all our stuff in there. You get this, and this. Is that the sort of stuff you're interested in? Vito's going to hit yes, because that's the stuff he's interested in. I know the market. All right. From there, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, hey, it's a pretty simple system. It's $30 a month and you can cancel anytime. Is that something you'd want to give a go? Vito's either going to hit yes or he's going to hit no. All right. Say if he hits yes, he gets a message which basically says, awesome, cool. Hey, look, it's actually on special at the moment. If you want to register today, use this coupon code here and you'll get your first month for $1. Coupon expires 11:59 p.m. tonight, so make sure you do it. All right. If it says no, if Vito says no, he basically gets the same message as well. Oh, awesome, cool. Hey, Vito, just letting you know, if it's a price thing, we do actually have a special where if you register today, you can get it for $1. Would that work better for you? And then he's either going to hit yes or no, and then he gets the same thing there. All right. So it's essentially the exact same strategy as the email one, but it's done on Facebook bot, and I can have a real conversation it's a fake conversation, but I've set it up.
Engineering the conversation. So I no longer have to wait 3 or 4 days. I can find out then and there whether they're going to register. So, and also, like, it's just a different strategy. Like, someone might be like, I don't want the fitness games. Oh, yeah, weekly workouts, I want them. Or someone might be like,
I don't want to give this guy my email. I just met him. But a week later, yeah, I'll let him subscribe to this bot. All right. So
let me ask you a quick question though. So like, let's make sure that we're clear on how to subscribe to the bot. So really, you have a post in the Facebook group, in the community group that says, hey, if you want to get our special weekly workouts, click this link, and that link will then subscribe them to the bot.
Yes and no. So they hit that link there. That takes them to the bot. They do need to hit get started. All right. So you've got to hit get started. And then from there, they're a subscriber to your bot. All right. Now, if they're a subscriber to your bot, and they also get a special tag, so they get the weekly workouts. But now that they're a subscriber to my bot, I can also send out a marketing campaign when needs be. So let's say, for example, it's like any other strategy, like the Gary V jab, jab, jab hook, right? So every Friday they get the weekly workout, weekly workout, weekly workout. But when I've got a campaign, I'm just going to send those guys out. Hey, weekly workout guys, just letting you know, here's a special on my boot camp course. Come and do it.
Yep.
So it's like
an email list, but in Messenger.
Exactly. Spot on. But same strategy where I'm doing that to get them subscribed to my bot. So I'm building my bot subscribers just like I would an email list.
Yep.
But I also want to profit on the front end and on their very first message, get them to sign up as a VIP. All right. So they're two tactics. Okay. But I also want to go about strategy as well, because tactics are okay, but long-term game, we need strategy. And to simplify with that, it's no different to email marketing. It's just value, 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 value. The way I do it in my community Facebook group is I always do live videos. I'm doing more text these days as well, but I'm just more confident. As you can probably tell, I'm a talker. All right. I'm not that good with my words, but I like to talk. So the easiest thing for me to do is do a live video. And I've also got some strategies with that as well to make your live video more effective. But let's keep it simple. And then if we dive deeper, we dive deeper. I take a live video a couple times a week in that community Facebook group, giving value. Even that is almost enough, because these people are going to know me, like me, trust me, because I'm giving value. On top of that, ideally, I've got these people on my email list. So not only are they getting the value from the community Facebook group, but they're also reading my emails, getting value from that, but also seeing the sales on that email as well. What I do with my email marketing is it's value up the top, and then down the bottom is hey, the PS, here's my sale. All right. What I do in the community Facebook group is I'll do a couple-minute live video, do a 2-3 minute live video. At the end of the video, just a little call to action. So anyways, guys, that's today's workout. By the way, I've got all sorts of courses on how to help you grow your bootcamp on your social media. I'll put the link in the comment section. If you're interested, just PM me. All right. So I just do a quick end like that, just so people know, because if I don't do that call to action, they're not going to know. It's not a heavy call to action. It's a very soft one, but just so they've got the value. No one's going to be like, oh, this guy's just trying to sell me something, but I'm getting them aware there. And then in the comment section, I go through and put these links here. All right. And here's a little strategy as well. So a Facebook post, in my experience, it's got about a day or maybe even a half day sort of shelf life, right? You do a Facebook post, people will comment on it for, a couple of hours, but then a day later it's gone. It's not going anywhere on its feed unless someone comments in there and then pushes it up the feed again. Okay. So what I do in my live video, I've always got strategies to get people to comment in that live video. But what I do is 24 hours later, when I'm pretty confident it's out of the feed, I go back in there. Hey guys, here's the link for those of you that are interested in the course. Here's the link to my website. Feel free and check it out. All right. So that way it's in the comment section there. Not only does that boost my post back up the feed again. All right. But it just gives people an opportunity to go to the website there and check it out. Once again, it's not like, this is more strategy. I'm not saying you're going to do that and someone's going to go to your website and then buy these courses straight away, but it's just seeding the thought, seeding the thought, seeding the thought. Yep. 48 hours up there, I then go in there and go back to that bot message. Hey, by the way, guys, just letting you know, if you're not aware, we also send out a weekly workout every Friday. If you like this workout, here's the link to go into that. All right. Once again, boosts it back up the top of the Facebook feed again. Just a free giveaway. So maybe people didn't click the link to see the courses, but maybe they're not subscribed to the bot. Well, hold on. What's this weekly bot workout? I might click there. They go into that same funnel again with the $1 special, and they're in my my broadcast list now as well. All right.
So you're
So
constantly going. You're constantly going back into the bot one and the free giveaway one and repost and putting a comment in.
pretty much, yeah. And you can do whatever you want there, right? You can then go back the next day, put in a link to your YouTube channel, all right? Go back in the next day, put a link to your podcast, right? It's just endless, but the whole strategy behind it,
Smart.
you know, the whole strategy, it's a two-pronged strategy. The strategy is A, by you commenting, it's going back up in their feed again, okay? But also, it's just a way to gently sell, right? Because you're not just keeping on posting on the wall, hey, buy my stuff, hey, do this. It's just in the comment section. So you know what it's like. People watch the video. Oh, I might read. What are these people saying in the comments? Oh, he's got a podcast. I might click there. And also the other advantage to that, Facebook doesn't like you sending them out of Facebook, all right? If you just post a link to your YouTube channel on your Facebook group, Facebook's not going to show it to a lot of people. But if you make a post, you post a live video there and people are commenting on it, Facebook is going to show that. And then you can just slide the YouTube link in the comments, or you slide the podcast in the comments, and it won't really affect your engagement.
Dude, I did not know that. I did not know that strategy. So for myself, that's gratitude, brother. That was freaking awesome. Listen, I know, that's a lot to take in. Bitches, I took like freaking 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of notes myself through that, because that was content rich, that was content heavy, which is just the kind of stuff I love having on the podcast. So that was kick-ass. Hey, where the hell does somebody go get more about what you're sharing and what you're doing with this? Let me try to send some traffic your way, because this was deep, and I can tell this was just scratching the freaking surface.
That's true. Well, hey, the best thing that I would recommend is to join my community Facebook group. That way you can, if you're a trainer, just rip off my strategies. Just watch exactly what happens, all right? Watch what happens so that group is Fitness Education Online Community. You can just type that in the Facebook bar. So Fitness Education Online Community. Now, the reason why I recommend joining that, that's the best way to share what I do. And that's my thing, right? I'm the Facebook group guy, so the best thing you can do is join my Facebook group, not only because that's where I produce all my best content, but also that's where you can just rip off exactly what I do. Watch what happens when you join the group. Watch what questions I ask. Watch the post you get tagged in. Watch when you get posted in that bot. Watch the automated messages you get from that bot. Watch the email chain you get from the free giveaway. Watch when I do my live videos. Watch how I promote before I'm going to go in those live videos. Watch what I do in the comment section. So even if you don't get any of my stuff, even if you join that Facebook group and you never buy my course and you never listen to my podcast, just watch what I do there and you'll be able to learn. So it's Fitness Education Online Community, or you can just go www.facebook.com/groups/Fitness Education Online Community.
My man, I will make sure I share that when I get this podcast out so everybody can find that. There's no better way to learn than role modeling. So get in that community, go see what Jonah's doing. I'm going to go in there and start spying on everything he's doing myself, because that is just the way we best learn and share. And this is I think in our industry, when we find the right mentors and coaches as well, we love collaborating. We love working together, because it's a damn big world. The mission is bigger than ourselves. The more people we can get crushing their fitness businesses, bigger dent we're going to go put in the health of this world, around from down under to north to south to east to west. So it's going to be a phenomenal thing. I just want to thank you again, Jonah, for your time, for that deep content that you shared out there. It's always one of the things about why I love this industry, why I'm really grateful for you myself.
Anytime. I'm glad to help, Vito, because I've borrowed a lot of your tips over the years from your emails and your presentations at IDEA. So anything I can do to give back, I'm more than happy. Oh, absolutely. I should add to that as well. I just had I just checked my emails, my email marketing the other day, and I was comparing 2 campaigns, and one campaign was going a lot better. One campaign was down a bit. I was like, why is that? Why is that down? And then I think I just recently resubscribed to one of your emails, Vito. And I think the second email is free bonus or something like that. And I was like, I'm going to open that email. There's a free bonus in there. Then I was like, hold on. Why don't I use that strategy there and make my second follow-up email the free bonus? And I've implemented that, and my open rates have gone through the roof for that second email. So thank you for that tip there, Vito. But it's just another example where, if there's someone that knows what they're doing, hey, model them or ask them for help because they know what they're doing. So yeah, to summarize that, thank you. There's another just tip you gave me in the last.
It goes back to what you said at the beginning. Do something. Just do something and you're going to get the help you need, my man. Again, thanks, brother. I'm looking forward to getting this episode. I got to have you back on for another one so that we can even go deeper on this stuff and start talking about some of that live video and stuff that you're doing there. So I'm going to let you bounce because I think it's early morning for you down under. You probably got to kick into your day. Again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for some more. Keep getting out there. Level up your business. Level up your marketing because it's what's going to help you get out there and go serve in the ways that you want to, build the lifestyle of your dreams, and create the impact that you deserve. Peace, everybody.